a beehole.
Look at this, dude. Look at that balloon knot. This
for you.
The doctor, she's kind of alluding to a finger in the butt on the next visit. I'm really looking forward to it.
I likes it in the butt.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck did you just say?
I don't know. Maybe I'm like 30% gay.
I bet you give a great blowjob.
I wouldn't want to put a bunch of bacteria in my pee hole.
Oh, shit.
Some of that Nigerian prince rubbed off on those dudes while they were there. I couldn't even get a finger in the butt. Sensational finger in the butt. How is that possible? And you sit your ass on it.
Supply the lube.
I'm just going to get naked. If you're on the receiving end of that shit, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. And then instantly everybody knows who I am.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so Badger, have you gotten a punch at the donut? And I don't lie to me.
Whoa, what does that mean? Like take it up the shitter?
Yeah.
There's been a number of them that done naughty things recently.
That make my wee wee hard.
Faggot?
Yeah, I do. I jack off a lot, so that's totally fine.
Got him.
Holy moly. Okay.
Crappy ass, craptastic. Oh my God, it's so hot back here. I'm going to take a break. I'm sensitive and I can't take the heat.
Really? That is the fucking lamest statement I've heard come out of your mouth.
Go fuck yourself. It sounds stupid and fuck you.
None of you motherfuckers know what you're talking about. Maybe we'll do drugs. Who knows?
You ever read Edgar Allan Poe while you were getting wet?
He got weed. You know what? Raptor Mom has been on this drug binge lately. She's fucking smoking trees like crazy over there, dude, and eating feeding her kids marijuana, Rice Krispie treats and like yeah. Oh fuck! This one had I gotta go to. God damn it, Jay, ready?
I have kids, so
yeah.
Oh, come on.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, airplanes.
It's a
duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Tales,
Sing it, Jack.
Making DuckTales.
April Fools. Dude, I would love it.
Hey guys,
You're never gonna find anything.
this is the second half of the Monday edition. Oh, Mindy.
Well, they don't know what we're talking about. I'm just saying, so those who don't know, there's a show called, The Search for Oak Island, where they're looking for treasure, and they're never going to find anything. Fucking ever. So I think it'd be fun to go, like, when they're not filming and just start planting, like, fool's gold here. Maybe, like, a really cool golden cup. It looks like, it might be the Grail. It's plastic. Just, like, shit like that. It's just kind of, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
That's something I would do. Yeah, I know. These are things. That's why I'm not allowed to be a millionaire. I would do some dumb, fun things with my money.
Welcome to all of our new listeners and viewers. Hi. This is the Monday edition of WTF Nation Radio. My guest tonight is Mindy Robinson. You might know Mindy from her role as Eliza in Range 15 and some other movies and music videos.
10,000 other things.
Mindy's in the...
I feel like Troy McClure. Remember Troy McClure from The Simpsons? Hi, I'm Mindy Robinson. You might know me from films such as Evil Bong 4, Evil Bong 5, and Evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man. Those can't be real. Yeah, they're real. But, like, I always feel like I'm like Troy McClure. Like, hi, you might remember me from... And just, like, fill it in.
Oh, Troy McClure. Some people won't get that reference.
Phil Hartman. That was like a great...
Phil Hartman's wife killed him. What a tragedy. Yep. I'm Troy McClure.
Well.
Yeah. Mindy's in Sharknado, The Fourth Awakens. How was that? You said earlier this show that one of your goals was to be killed by a shark, and so what? Now what? Bucket list? Is that bucket list complete?
Oh, crap, yeah, you're right. I gotta think of like something else to kill me or something.
What's next?
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
Oh.
I gotta think of something now.
I'm looking. There is your what's it called? Wikipedia page is what I'm looking at.
Oh.
And I was talking to Ross Friday night about his Wikipedia page. And he's like, I have a Wikipedia page? I said, yeah, dude. And I was reading some stuff off. He's like, it says that? And he's like, I'm like, yeah, Ross, that's what it says. Like, do you ever go look yourself up to verify any of this stuff?
I used to, just to make sure weird shit didn't come up. Because I'm nobody, but there would still be people that would have fake accounts, people using my pictures. And I used to, that was a really cool thing when I started off, was to Google myself and oh my God, like, I'm in this article, I'm in this, and to see all these things I didn't even know. I just don't do that anymore. I guess I don't know. I know I have a Wikipedia page. I think there was something wrong with it once, and I'm like, I'll just go and fix it. I do. It's like code and stuff. Like, I have no idea who is going in there and doing that stuff, because it is not easy. It's not like updating or anything, you know? It's actually pretty complicated. So, Jesus, man, I don't know what it says. It's just like normal stuff, right?
Guinness World Records Unleashed.
I did that twice.
Did you? What did you do on that?
It would have been cool if I'd actually broken the record. We came close, but oh well.
What record were you going for?
Cutting watermelons on someone's stomach with a samurai sword.
And what were you doing? Were you cutting watermelons?
No, my friend Sin Bodhi was. It was my job to kick the watermelon off and replace it as fast as I could.
Holy crap. It's from December 2013.
Well, I did it twice, and then they did like another version of the show where we would have won. We would have beat the record if we had done what we did the second time the first time, but then someone else randomly went out and did that and beat our record. I don't know. It was a fun show. They did. It had I don't know. It was really cool. I did about 40 reality shows back in the day. I would do any reality show that you had, so many. And then I'd always usually get brought back because I was a ridiculous asshole. So they usually bring me back for the finale. Oh, I was, for sure. And it's weird because they're all hiring actors to do these reality shows most of the time. And you'd be sitting there with other actors and they're boring. I'm like, oh, why don't you just say something funny? He's like, my mother's going to see this. What will she think of me? Did you tell her you're a fucking actor? Like, just make up a character. Like, be interesting. Holy shit, people. And so it's actually really hard to get people to improv and to, do the prank shows, trying to get people that, you're fucking with people. You're kind of like a sheepdog trying to get them to do what you want and so that they can react the right way and stuff like that. And there's definitely an art to it. And I like fucking with people. I do miss the prank shows. Those were pretty fun.
There's
some awful ones.
there's a question from our Facebook Live chat. Allie wants to know, how well do you deal with any negative feedback you receive? Well,
that's one kind of thing you have to take into. I didn't start acting until I was 30. I'm a formed human being. All the things that kind of ruin you growing up in middle school and stuff like that. I was picked on. I was all this other stuff. I think I look better now at 36 than I was 26. So I just don't give a shit what people say. As long as, the only thing that bothers me is when people lie on me. Like, oh, Mindy said this. I'm like, why would you lie? Like, I'm East Coast. You just don't lie on people. But I don't give a flying fuck. You're going to run into people that think you're the best looking thing in the world. You're going to run into people that think you're a dog. Okay, it's not my job to make them happy. And usually they're really unhappy with themselves. Like, you just look at them and they're miserable and they're not you're doing what they want to do. And they can't. And that's the first thing they do is they'll try to lash out on you and, fuck them. You can't give them the time of day.
People do tend to project.
There's always going to be negative things and stuff. And you just, okay. I mean, that's life. If I discovered world peace tomorrow, there would be someone on my Facebook like, who the fuck does that bitch think she is, huh? Like, that's life. I just can't give a fuck. I go crazy trying to give all the fucks I would supposedly need to give.
People do
tend how good you do. Someone's always going to have a fucking problem with
people
it.
Tend to project their negativity, their insecurities, their unhappiness. They tend to project that on you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy people don't do that to other people. I'm happy. I'm not, out there throwing rocks at people. And, I'm happy and I got shit to do.
I'm happy.
And if you did too, you wouldn't be saying those things.
I'm happy for you.
It's on them. It's on them.
I'm happy for you too, Mindy. We all be happy here, and I guess the moral of the story is stop being a dick to Mindy before we hurt you.
There's nothing that can be said to me that's going to hurt me at this point. I know what my flaws are. I know what my good points are, and my flaws aren't flaws to some people, and my good points aren't good points to some people. No fucking way. It's like there's 6 million people on the planet, 6 billion. Can't fucking make them all happy, you know? And I don't want to.
Right.
You can't make everyone happy. Look at the election. Look at everything that's happened.
Oh, my God.
In America this year. You can't make everyone happy. You can't. I'll get on a little pedestal for a little bit.
Go for it.
There seems to be two divisive parts, either the conservatives and liberals. Now, I majored in political science and American history. I understand the difference between those two, and I understand why people think those. But it's all skewed now. Now you've got the millennial thing, all that other stuff, where they're offended at everything. You can be offended, but it doesn't mean I have to bow down to it. I don't care if you want to use either bathroom. I don't care if you want to take a shit, as long as it's not in my driveway. Do your thing. But they want to be special, and they want to be offended. Like, they try so hard to be offended. And of course, everything I say is pretty offensive.
Fact.
And
True.
It's just like, they need to just fucking get over it. You can, like, I can't look at this billboard because I was, this happened to me when I was a kid. I'm like, cool, that's your issue. That's not everyone else's issue. They don't have to change things for you. That's your issue to deal with, not ours. I don't know why it became like a thing to have to bend to people's will to make them comfortable. Well, fuck you. As long as I'm, I'm not invading your, I'm not punching you, I'm not, stalking you, then fuck off. Like, it's just not my job to make people that can't be happy. That sounds awful. So, yeah.
Well,
what are you going to do?
It's not anyone's job to, at this age of political correctness and safe spaces, you're kind of an endangered species. The person that says what's on their mind and has no filter and doesn't care about what other people think are endangered species. Do you probably run around with a safety pin on your shirt?
Because people get torn up. I've probably lost work, being the way I'm, being pro-gun, being pro-military. I've gotten in arguments with actors who weren't pro-military. Like, I hate the troops. They just kill terrorists. What did terrorists ever do to us? And I'm looking at them like, are you fucking stupid? What did terrorists ever do to us? That just came out of your stupid fucking Hollywood douchebag mouth. Fuck you. They're so out of touch that they've gone the other way. Just like, as a conservative, there are conservatives that make conservatives look bad. Jesus Christ said on the 12th.
Oh, boy.
Like, stop, And then there's always going to be those extremes, but the things I run into Hollywood are absolutely incredible. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say guns are a problem, but then, do a movie with a bunch of guns and make money off of it. Like, really? Like, they just don't seem the hypocrisy of it. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
And they are out of touch. I'm glad to be the redneck that I am, and to not, I've lived in the city, I've lived in rural areas, I've lived in the desert, I went to an Aggie, I've been everywhere. And I understand how people are and where they come from. And I swear that's just the biggest problem we have right now is no one can see everyone else's point of view.
Do you feel...
They're just forcing their point of view on other people instead of, like, I don't know, empathy and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I don't have any filters, but I'm still not going to bully someone. I'm not going to do something awful. I still...
Do you feel
I know
like...
if they deserve it.
Do you feel like an anomaly out there in Hollywood? Do you feel like you're kind of the exception rather than the rule when it comes to the type of person that works in the industry out there in Hollywood?
Yeah. There's different kinds of actors. There's the theater people and stuff like that, I've never been like that. I've never been the touchy-feely, type of person. And that's a lot of Hollywood. And there are a lot of, there's always Gary Sinise. There's a lot of military pro people, but it's just sad that I could probably name them all on my fingers. You know what I mean? And some of the crazy shit that people say, makes me glad that I'm not too Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get the business. I treat it like I'm a small business. I have an image. I have all these other things that I take care of. And I'm sure that my fan page and all my, pro-gun shit is turn people off and people won't hire me. I don't give a fuck. I just can't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm supposed to be fake and not, I just don't want to live my life like that and maybe get more work or just be who I am and my, my fans and my support system, they like me for that. And that's cool. There's always going to be someone saying something negative. I don't care. There's 20 other people saying something positive or saying something funny in something I post. And that's really what I'm doing it for, I'm just, I don't know. I like it. I'm sure I've lost jobs.
Well, but you haven't, you haven't sold out. You haven't.
No. Why would I sell out?
Right. Exactly.
How could I sell out at this point in my life? I feel like a lot of people become actors because they want to be rich and famous. That's what, I want to be rich, I want to be famous. And I don't think you want those things. First of all, money does not come as an actor until you are at the pinnacle of your game. And even then, it's not permanent. You know what I mean? All it takes is the canceling of a series or something happens, you get typecast, you just don't get work. And I don't think fame is something people really, they want it, but I really don't see why. It's fun to have notoriety and to skip a line or get a good table at a restaurant. But do you want to be like Michael Jackson famous and you can't go anywhere?
Oh my God.
No one wants that.
No.
That's when people get weird and abnormal, and then I got to deal with them on set.
That's when you turn into Kanye West. And that's when you turn into Kanye West.
Oh, Gary Busey. I think I've worked with him 9 times. He never remembers who I am, and I'm just like, I just fucking hate him so much. I've ended so many interviews and he can suck a bag of dicks. It's awful. But that's the kind of crazy. You make it to a certain level and you keep getting work. And it just feeds just the bad parts of being human, I think.
I guess we've got a newcomer to the chat.
I don't be so famous I can't do shit. I just, it is cool when you make someone's day and you meet them. I don't want a crowd of people chasing me, but if I shake a few hands and give a few hugs and I cheered someone up, and that's good enough for me. It's a good level.
I guess we got a newcomer in the Facebook chat. Dylan wants to know, what has she been in? She's been in a couple movies, dude.
I think, other than Range 15, I got The Bet. That's out on, I don't know if it's on Netflix or if it's still on DirecTV. It's really funny. I played Jake the Snake's wife, the Jake the Snake. I play his wife. We get Diamond Dallas Page. I think it ended up being Roddy Piper's last movie. It's actually a really good comedy. And like I said, Checkpoint will be coming out in a few months, and You Can't Have It is an action I did. And like a bajillion other things.
You were in Ted. You were in.
Oh no! You know what? That scene was cut, and I can't get rid of the credit, so it sits there mocking me.
You were in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3.
Nope.
No.
Cut.
Holy shit! Well, they cut your
2
scenes.
days I worked on that shit, and whatever. That's the other thing. I've been in this battle with IMDb to delete things I just don't want to be reminded of. Because people will pull it up and be like, oh, I'm like, dude, I fucking, if there's not a name next to it, I probably didn't talk. But people will just pull a big credit and be like, oh, she's this. I'm like, oh, I'm not that douchebag. I can't get rid of that credit. I worked on it. I don't know what happens sometimes. Especially, I feel like the studio films, they have these budgets to piss away, and they will. When I do an indie, I usually end up with another scene or extra lines and stuff like that, but yeah, there's a couple of things I'm like, fuck. And sometimes you don't even know until it comes out. I've had actor friends throw parties because they're on a TV show, and then they'll watch the whole thing, and everything was cut. And you're just like, you had a party of people to watch it. That's awful.
We need to watch it again. I think I missed it.
All the time.
Well, I know you were in King of the Nerds, which I've seen.
After 3 years, I loved that show.
I've seen several episodes of King of the Nerds. How was that? That has to be a lot of fun.
That was a fucking... I'm a nerd. It was supposed to be a one-day gig for the very first episode with the chess pieces and stuff like that. And, it was 105 degrees. I'm in those stripper heels and a tutu, and they couldn't believe, how upbeat and trooper I was about everything. And then they kept finding reasons. So every other episode, I'd come back and do something different, whenever it was challenge-based. The wigs would change, the costumes would change, and it was always, nerd based, and that was the best. I loved it. It was really cool. And Curtis and Bobby are really nice guys, and
they seem like they would be.
I'm sad to show 3 years, man. We did this show, and the fans were really cool too. You know what I mean? I don't know. They were really sweet.
You mentioned earlier Gary Sinise. I want to believe that Lieutenant Dan is as cool and humble of a person as he comes off as.
I haven't met him, but I've seen a lot of the stuff he does. Randy did a lot of stuff with the vet.
Right.
And people will often talk about, Sinise kind of in the same breath. And he just seems like the nicest guy.
He seems like
I mean, one day maybe I'll pass with Cross and stuff, but just, people's actions say a lot. I don't have to meet him. I could see all the nice things he's doing.
Right.
And he's not on TMZ, causing havoc every fucking week like some people,
Kanye
and
West.
He just seems like he probably is a very, very, very super nice guy.
He's got the Lieutenant Dan band, and
I've heard about that.
yeah, he's got a band. He sings. He plays. I think he plays a bass guitar. He just seems like a really, really nice guy, and he's doing a lot for veterans. And in fact, I kind of saw a little bit of a social media push to have Donald Trump appoint him as the director of VA affairs because he does so much for veterans.
I mean, that'd be a full-time job for him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That would.
And we need someone, huh?
Well,
VA affairs is so messed up right now.
Yeah, tell me about it. Right before we had you on, we were talking about the recent incident of a veteran who died, of septicemia and had maggots in his wounds, and that's just unacceptable.
Well, yeah, in order to even have maggots, I mean, they don't pop up overnight,
Right.
First, you have to expose the wound to fucking flies, and then they got to hatch. It's not immediate stuff, and then to not even notice it. We have a huge issue with our VA system, and I'll get a little political. We can't take in refugees from Somalia or Syria until we fix our VA system, because the veterans, the people that have paid into it, paid taxes into it, who have fought for our country, they're the ones that are supposed to get the benefits of, benefits. They're the ones that are supposed to get the benefits, not strangers. And I don't understand where all this money comes from to help foreigners, but you can't help the people that fought for our country. That blows my mind. I'm all about charity. If we can take in refugees and everything works out and there's a vetting process and everything is good, cool. But they're not number one in my book. You've got veterans, you've got our elderly, you've got our own orphans, you've got a bunch of people that come before that. And how bad it's gotten is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Well, the government ridiculous. Will tell you that you, Mindy, are talking about two completely separate budgets. That's the way they see things. They don't see it
but
as...
that's not. It's money.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's money.
Right. It is.
And it's about where you put it. I just don't get it. It's such a shit show, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting some of, DC cleaned up, and,
It's going to be interesting to see what Trump does with the VA. The two topics that you're just talking about, refugees and the Veterans Administration are two kind of hot button topics for Donald Trump. And I want to see what he does. I'm really, if for nothing else, I want to see what Donald Trump does after he's inaugurated and starts making huge changes to the country, for better or worse. Let's do something different than what we've been doing.
That was the thing. We needed to change. When I think that's, aside from all the other shit show things and the DNC basically insulting half of America and all that shit, what it came down to was change. People wanted to see a change, and a vote for Clinton was the same thing.
Right.
So they'd rather, a radical change, and I think we did need that. And I think he's a smart business person, and he'll put people that know their shit, and he doesn't owe anyone any favors. He hasn't been a lifetime politician. I think that's another problem with just politics in general. By the time you get to any level of anything, you owe people favors. You owe companies favors. It's stupid.
Oh, well.
So I want to see term limits on Congress. I want to see a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, hopefully everything works out.
Hey guys, don't tell me to stop chewing my nails. I'm not chewing my nails. I'll show you my fingernails. My fingernails are intact. I'm chewing the fucking... never mind. I don't have to explain myself to you. Shut up. Not you, Mindy. People are telling me to stop chewing my nails. I stopped biting my nails years ago. I have one of those hangnail...
What are you doing then? You're sucking on your fingers?
I have one of those things that sticks out of the side of my cuticle that's driving me nuts, and I bit it
hangnail. They're called hangnails.
Well, no, it's not that... Yeah, I guess. I just bit it off because it was driving me crazy. That's we kind of shifted gears. Cuticles. Yeah, cuticles. Thank you. Oh, my God. Mindy, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. I'm glad you I hate that we couldn't get your lovely face up for the viewing audience.
No. Everyone, that's okay because now they can all Google image it, and I know what half of those look like. So.
I got to see your video. You looked marvelous.
Well, thank you, sir.
As always. Like
I'm not always. I'm not perfect, but
every time I've seen you, you look great.
Well, I do try to clean up when I do events and go out.
Yeah. Mindy, thank you for joining us tonight. When are you coming back on the show?
I don't know.
All right.
We'll figure something out.
We'll
get the video working next time.
Yeah. And then the phones will start lighting up, and I'll have to hang up on people because.
Yeah, totally.
I like it.
Awesome.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here, Mindy. You are you're in a whole bunch of stuff, so there's no reason why anybody shouldn't be able to find something that you're in.
Yeah, I got the fan page on Facebook, which is pretty funny, and I Heart Mindy's the Twitter, the Instagram. It's always something interesting. It's either like really like sexy pictures or like poop jokes.
There are
That's pretty much what I go between.
There are a lot of sexy pictures of Mindy. Just go to Google Images and type in Mindy Robinson. Holy smoke.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some of them might not be safe for work, so just make sure you're home.
This is be careful. And make sure your wife's not looking over your shoulder.
Right. Who's that?
Right.
Something like that.
I'm just looking. It's not like I know her or anything. Right. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but.
Right.
Right. Mindy, hang on just a second. Let me do this. Guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be back to do the third and final hour show of the show tonight. Oh, I can't even talk anymore. Mindy's got me all bumfuzzled. Third and final hour of the show coming up right after this on WTF Nation Radio.
When I was a kid, I used to pinch it at the end and pee and then blow up into a balloon.
What? Are you fucking... What is going on?
You just put your little elephant trunk right in the hole, and then you did peels the foreskin back, and you already got a fucking uncircumcised dicks are good for putting it in the ladies' butts.
You make it sound like you stuff it in, like stuff the skin in.
You make it sound like you stuff it in?
The trunk on your elephant foreskin dick, when you start to stick it in her ass, then it'll numb her ass, and then you'll be good to go. No problem, Boots.
It doesn't work like that at all, but I'll...
So go ahead, Boots. What do you got to say about that?
Do you want to really know how to let his manliness inside of your anus?
Well, I have just one question for him. How does he feel about full frontal male nudity since C-Dub isn't here to ask it for us?
That's good.
Hey, new guy, say, hey, turn your fucking mic off.
Caller, say words. Turn off the radio.
Can you fucking hear me? Hey.
Hey, who's this?
Sorry, technical difficulties over here.
Turn your radio down, please, ma'am.
Yes, you are. Wait a minute, this is fucking Allie. She's the one that keeps cheating on... Oh, fuck that. Go ahead, Jed.
All right, bring it on. Let's go.
Yeah.
You called. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, let's get the butt sex issue straight.
Okay, go ahead.
So, first of all, you fuckers that think you can go in with no lube.
We hadn't got to that part yet.
You're so wrong. You're so wrong.
You have to lick it before you stick it.
All right. So I've had both foreskin, non-foreskin. Lube is a must. Fuck spit. Fuck pre-cum. Lube is a must. There's no denying it. And this is a recent revelation for me. So this topic is, if you haven't tried it with lube, I mean, there's no such thing as being too big. I guarantee you that you've fucking taken a shit bigger than some dude's dick.
I love this girl.
Oh, my God. Jeb, why don't you ask her right now, is spit not an adequate lube?
Ask her why it's not adequate.
Well, first of all, if you're having so much anal sex that any type of lube...
Spit it out.
Spit it out. Go ahead, man. Go.
If you've experienced so much anal sex that you've tried all the types of lube that there is, damn.
What's the question?
Okay, so what's the question? He just wants to know, so are you saying, come on, Jed, that's not how you attack the guests. You're supposed to be coming in there saying, okay, look, So you're saying that you can't use other methods of what you just said you can't use to get the donut punched. So why are you that experienced that you know? That's what you're supposed to be asking her, man.
Yeah, you have to debate the lube state.
Yeah, you have to debate that au naturel from a man, because if you want to get demasculated, go ahead. But this is not my interview. Go ahead, Jed. Go.
Go.
I'm waiting on your question, dude. Come on.
Go, Jed. Go.
That wasn't a question. That was an attack on your personal character.
Oh, fuck that. There's no... Just because I like sex, you can fucking attack my personal character all you want to. I fucking work with douchebags every day.
I love you, Allie. Because inquiring minds want to know.
I'm starting to go, man.
So have you had uncircumcised and circumcised penises of the same girth and size and such?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you prefer?
Uncircumcised. All right, let me throw this out there though. The great thing about booty sex is if you have a big penis, if you're really packing down there, you're not gonna hit a vaginal wall. And this is what I've been told from, the booty call. You're not gonna hit the wall, you're not gonna hit the cervix. I mean, you have, free reign to just keep going and going, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, I know how it is for me.
If you're a gentleman that has not got some head with a little tip of finger in the butt, you're doing it wrong, man.
What?
I gotta tell you.
And just give it a little pressure.
Yeah, you give it a little tickle.
See, everybody likes butt play. Come on, I'm not the only one. Don't knock it till you try it.
Whoa. She's had fucking John Holmes in her ass.
Hey, Allie, squirt.
Do what, sweetheart?
Squirt.
Do I?
Yeah, squirt.
Yeah, if you fucking know what you're doing. I've never had it done with penile penetration, but fingers, yeah.
It's not his flavor Pop-Tart.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, I really hope y'all are not taking it up the butt with a big fat black dick.
What do you think you will?
No.
Wow.
You have passed some really...
Holy shit.
You were talking shit about Allie's anal lube specifications.
Spit lasts a couple of minutes, long enough for the balls to slap against the pussy to get that going, and then you can use that. Put your hand down there, rub that for a minute, and then rub that on your dick, and then there's your lube.
Did he say fiddle down there?
He said fiddle down. You go ahead and fiddle down there while you get some spit.
I'm gonna fiddle down there and get me some nails and put it up. Y'all got some hot sauce. Butt Kegel exercises will make you poop.
What are you talking about, buddy? I done set that Twitter page. It's fucking good to go.
I take my anal sex very seriously. I mean, I'm always looking for an excuse to get more butt sex. Come on now.
What the... Damn.
God damn.
I wish I had a woman like that in my life. God.
Holy shit.
So,
I mean, I'm over here like nonchalantly deep throating my beer bottle.
Whoa,
but
holy fuck.
Hey, I got 3 holes. I can take it all.
So a 12-pack of dicks in your face.
Hole has been stretched out. I mean, you don't have that tight of a grip on your bowels.
How often do you take a shit and then your asshole doesn't go back to normal size? That probably happens like never. It's the same thing with butt sex.
How often do women have babies and their pussies don't go back to normal size?
Well, what kind of pretentious bitch are you that you won't sleep on a fucking wet spot? No, she said she could eat all the bags of dicks.
Dude, a John Burke shirt. Does he make shirts? I need some John Burke cum rags.
Ooh, even better.
Oh, he makes moisture wicking cum rags. A Gusher or a Squirter or both?
Squirter.
Gusher's candy is fucking delicious.
Okay. So I'd like to welcome you to the Jim Beam after show perv hour.
Turn over, put that face down and toot that ass up. Shape of a heart. Love. Next chapter, little wet pussy hungry for me. I started where you wanted, baby, cause I'm straight up here in the G spot. Too hot to cop, knocking your socks off. I'm higher. She can't.
Hi guys. We're back with the third and final hour of the Monday edition right here on WTF Nation Radio. And if you're just tuning in, you just missed Mindy Robinson. Always a treat to talk to Mindy because she doesn't allow you to paint her into the corner. She's all over the place with what she likes to talk about. So, she's gone. She had to go cook dinner, she said. So, you're stuck with Raptor Mom and I for the remainder of the show tonight. And scrambling to pull up a few. Hello, Jesus Rodriguez. Pull up a couple of articles here to talk about. I don't know if the phones are working. Maybe, possibly. I'll give you the phone number, 415-889-8367, 415-889-8367. You might be able to get through, but there's a possibility that will happen. Okay, Raptor Mom, we'll start with yours. An Oregon man arrested Monday posed for a mugshot with his pet parrot on his shoulder, and there is the mugshot. I'm going to have to put the link up here for you guys. This dude, no bullshit, has got a mugshot with a picture of a fucking parrot on his shoulder. Following a court hearing, a Washington County judge ordered Craig Buckner, age 38, jailed for violating release terms in connection with multiple misdemeanor theft cases. Buckner, not expecting to land behind bars, arrived at the courthouse with his 4-year-old red parrot, which he placed in a tree before heading inside the building. After Buckner was taken into custody, he told a court deputy that his companion parrot was outside in a tree. Concerned for the bird's safety, the deputy accompanied Buckner, who was handcuffed and shackled to the waist, to retrieve the parrot, which by then was surrounded by crows. As seen in his mugshot, he posed for a series of photographs, one of which shows the parrot perched on his left shoulder. The parrot was subsequently picked up by a friend of Buckner's who agreed to care for the bird. Buckner will be able to reunite with his parrot if he can post $10,000 bond. According to his Facebook and LinkedIn pages, Buckner owns Pacific Coast Cannabis Plantation, a medical marijuana / hash lab that grows, quote, high-quality flower, and we make concentrates, both solvent and solventless extracts, becoming one of the most sought-after products in the dispensaries. This dude, no bullshit, has got a goddamn parrot on his shoulder in his fucking mugshot. One of the most unique mugshots I have ever seen. Good for you, Craig Buckner, and your parrot. Best of luck to you.
That's like off the bucket list.
Take a mugshot with a parrot.
Now, okay, that he's in like prison, can he even like do his medical marijuana labs and stuff?
Well, I mean, if he's locked up, he can't do anything. He can't
well,
have.
No, but after that, like if he were to be found guilty of a federal,
I don't know how that works. We'll follow that up with this one out of Marietta, Georgia. My fucking neck is killing me. Oh my God. A judge on Monday, some of you may be familiar with this case. A judge on Monday, that's today, sentenced the Georgia man to serve life in prison without the possibility of parole after a jury found that he intentionally left his toddler son in a hot SUV to die. You know what? There's a special place reserved in hell for people like this. Jurors last month convicted Justin Ross Harris, age 36, of murder and other charges in the June 2014 death of his 22-month-old son, Cooper. Prosecutors argued throughout the trial that Harris was unhappily married and intentionally killed his son because he wanted an escape from family life. Defense attorneys maintained that Harris was a loving father and that while he was responsible for the boy's death, it was a tragic accident. Harris did not testify at trial and did not speak at his sentencing hearing. Cobb County Superior Court Judge Mary Staley Clark told Harris she thought about statements Harris made during conversations with police and his wife the day his son died about wishing to be an advocate to keep anyone else from ever leaving a child in a hot vehicle. Perhaps not the way you intended, you have in fact accomplished that goal, she said as she gave him the maximum sentence. Prosecutors had decided not to seek the death penalty, and Cobb County Senior Assistant District Attorney Chuck Boring, nice name, bro, led the lead prosecutor on the case, said the sentence Harris got was appropriate. I don't think you could have any other sentence that would be appropriate when somebody's been convicted of intentionally taking the life of a 22-month-old child. Not only doing that, but doing it such a painful and deliberate way?
You know what I would think is appropriate? Put that fucking shitbag, like strap him down to a seat of a vehicle and have him sit in the hot Georgia sun for as long as that kid did.
Harris's defense attorneys did not present any evidence or make any arguments at sentencing. They also declined to comment after sentencing. Cooper died after sitting for about 7 hours in the back seat of his father's vehicle outside the suburban Atlanta office where Harris worked. Temperatures in the Atlanta area that day reached at least into the high 80s. Harris told police he forgot to drop his son off at daycare that morning, driving straight to his job as a web developer for Home Depot, not remembering that Cooper was still in his car seat. How the fuck do you forget your kid? And now I know there have been cases of people who have left their children in hot vehicles to die, and it had been determined to be an accident. How do you forget about your kid? How do you not remember to pick your kid up from school or daycare? How do you not remember to feed or clothe your child? How do you not remember that your kid is in the back seat of your vehicle?
Honestly, there's no excuse for it. Like, I've never forgotten my kids in a car or to feed them or any of that. So it's just like when people say that a person forgot their kid in the fucking car, no, that's not an excuse at all.
So this guy will spend the rest of his life in prison, and rightfully so. And the 22-month-old child that he killed is gone forever. Let's see. The jury in Glenn County, located on the Georgia coast about 60 miles south of Savannah, spent about a month listening to evidence in the case and deliberated for 4 days before finding Harris guilty of all 8 counts against him. Now, including to the murder, the malice murder and felony murder charges, he was also found guilty of sending sexual text messages to a teenage girl and sending her nude photos. The judge sentenced Harris to serve life in prison without parole for malice murder, 20 years for a child cruelty charge, 10 years for sexual exploitation of a child for asking the teenager to send him lewd photos, and 1 year each for 2 counts related to sexually explicit messages and photos that he sent to the girl. The 32 additional years are to be served consecutively to the life sentence. So he's got life plus 32 years without parole. So that dude will die in prison. And I can't fathom you forgetting your damn kid. I guess it's just not, I can't wrap my head around it.
Now, in the beginning of the story, it mentions how he was tired of the family life.
Well, that's how prosecutors presented the case, saying that his motive for this intentional killing of this 22-month-old kid was because he had grown tired of family life and wanted out. Well, dude, just get a divorce and then just give up custody
cut
of
off
the
all
kid.
ties.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't have to kill anybody.
No, the shit people do just.
No, there's nothing sketchy about this, man. This is cut and dried. The dude killed his kid. That's it. The jury found him guilty. Raptor Mom, do you watch Duck Dynasty?
We used to. I haven't watched it in a couple of years now.
Never liked that show. Never liked that particular group of people. I think it's oh, my mic is sketchy. What's is my do I not sound? What are you talking about?
You sound fine to me.
All right, fine. I've never cared for Duck Dynasty. But I read an article, or I kind of skimmed over an article earlier today. Are you familiar with the show What's the one that Chip and Joanna Gaines do? Fixer Upper. Are you familiar with that show?
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I gotta.
Yes.
I'd have to get Mrs. Redleg in here. She's the expert on that. But I've sat down and watched a few episodes of that. Now, I want to draw a, and I know I'm kind of going out here on a limb.
Okay.
I want to draw kind of a comparison, and expose a double standard here. One of Duck Dynasty's big deals is how all these guys are all super Christian and the Bible thumping good old boys from down south.
Okay.
And they're always talking about their religion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this other show with Chip and Joanna Gaines, they too are Christian, and they go to a church, and it just so happens that this church that they go to is I guess the pastor there is like super big into against gay marriage. So they're getting a lot of shit because of it, because they go to a church that's not featured on the show. And because they go to this church and they've been associated with this church, and this church, the pastor of this church is against gay marriage, they're getting a lot of shit. Meanwhile, Duck Dynasty's allowed to preach their Christianity, and I'm probably going to piss some people off. I don't care. There's a double standard here. Now.
Well, I mean, you're right. There is, but my thing is, I mean, I completely agree with you. Like the couple that does I forget what it was, a Fixer Upper or whatever. Like, anybody out there, there might be a few churches, but the majority of people that are Christian that you see on TV that go to church, I'm pretty sure that church is not going to marry a gay couple. Why are they dragging this couple through the mud over that?
Hey, James. James says, double standard, you can't change the channel. Dude, I'm not watching. I'm not. Oh, my God. You completely missed the point, James. First of all, I don't give a fuck about either one of these shows. I don't have an interest in either one of these shows. All right. But there is an obvious double standard here. It's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Why can Duck Dynasty, profess all this religion, but this other show, who does not profess their religion, but goes to a church in which the pastor talks about how evil gay same-sex marriage is? I mean, there's a double standard here. It's either okay for both of them to be religious on TV or not.
Now, here's the thing. Like, Duck Dynasty did get a lot of flack a couple of years ago about their religion. And, of course, obviously, A&E, that was like, I mean, it's not their highest rated show right now, but ratings for them were high, and they let Duck Dynasty to continue and stuff. So my thing is okay, what if say, that couple is Muslim, like, and they practice, Islam and stuff. You don't see, like, you wouldn't see this in the news about, that the or whatever the fuck, church or whatever Islam where do they go?
I think the
mosque.
I think I think James is trying to call in, and as per usual, the phones are not working right. I can't answer any phone calls. Lest anybody think I have an interest, okay? I don't subscribe to any religion at all. None. So, no, I don't have an interest. I say let the same-sex couples do what they want to do. If they want to get married, fine. The point I'm trying to make is, why is it okay for one television show to do one thing, but another television show that doesn't even come close to doing the same thing is getting flack for guilt by association? Now I'm just talking in circles.
Yes, you are.
I'm just going to take a drink of my orange juice. My orange juice with ice in it. Anybody else drink their OJ this way?
I do.
Why is it Fox News reports different than in CNN and MSNBC? What? You comparing apples to oranges, James. James. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry I even brought this up. All right. You know what, James? How about this? How about I am talking about Duck Dynasty and Fixer Upper and the Robertsons and Chip and Joanna Gaines. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing more, nothing less. And how it's okay for one to do one thing, but not the other. James, I'm not talking about watching TV and what I don't do and don't like on TV. I don't even watch TV that much. I don't like either show, James. James, are you just trying to push my buttons?
I think so.
I mean, fuck. I might watch an hour of TV a day, maybe, all total. I don't care.
Breathe in through your nose.
You know what I'm gonna? You know what? Hey, everybody. James just ruined it for you. I'm never doing a radio show again. He hurt my feelings. Why do I hate the duck hunters? I'll tell you why I hate the duck hunters. I don't appreciate the duck hunters trying to cram their religion down my throat on TV that I don't watch. What the fuck? What else have I got pulled up to talk about here?
The Cowboys. I'm just kidding. How about them Cowboys, guys?
James, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to call you. You've already pissed me off. And the producer says, fuck you. He just sent me a text. Cause sent me a text message. Fuck James from the producer. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just trying to fake it through the last half hour of the show. At this point, before I talk about Bo Bergdahl.
That piece of shit motherfucker.
U.S. Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl, the former prisoner of war who's accused of endangering comrades by walking off his post in Afghanistan, is asking President Barack Obama to pardon him before leaving office. James, I'm not through with you. To be continued. What the fuck is this? Would this be a preemptive pardon?
It would have to be.
Because Bergdahl hasn't been convicted of anything.
Nope.
How are you pardoned before you're convicted of you can't be pardoned from a crime that you say you didn't commit. Well, not in so many words, because his defense team has admitted that Bergdahl walked away from his post. Excuse me.
Did you read the bullshit excuses that his lawyers gave?
Oh, yeah.
On why he should be pardoned?
Oh, well, but why he should be pardoned? Let's see here. White House and Justice Department officials said Saturday that Bergdahl had submitted copies of the clemency request seeking leniency. If granted by Obama, it would allow Bergdahl to avert a military trial scheduled for April, where he faces charges of desertion and misbehavior before the enemy. The misbehavior charge carries a maximum penalty of life in prison. If the pardon isn't granted, Bergdahl's defense team said it will expand its legal strategy to the new administration by filing a motion arguing President-elect Donald Trump violated his due process rights with scathing public comments about the case. The pardon request of Obama, first reported by the New York Times and Fox News, neither of which I don't watch Fox News, James, and I don't read the New York Times. I don't have a vested interest in either of these media outlets either. The pardon request to Obama was confirmed by the White House and Justice Department officials who weren't authorized to discuss the matter by name, but they did anyway. Bergdahl of Haley, Idaho, walked off his post in Afghanistan in 2009 and was held captive by the Taliban and its allies for 5 years. The Obama administration's decision in May 2014 to exchange him for 5 Taliban prisoners held at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, prompted criticism that included some Republicans accusing Obama of jeopardizing the nation's safety. Some lawmakers were outraged that the administration didn't give Congress a 30-day notice about transferring the detainees as required by law. Throughout his presidential campaign, Trump was Bergdahl's most vocal critic, saying repeatedly the soldier's a traitor who would have been executed in the old days. During a July speech in Indiana, Trump lamented that Bergdahl could wind up with a light punishment. Remember the old days, a deserter, what happened? He said before pantomiming, pulling a trigger and adding, bang. And so on and so forth. I'm not reading this whole article.
Like, really? You want a fucking pardon because of how Donald Trump, using his First Amendment right, publicly spoke about this case? Cry me a fucking river. I mean, it's comical that's their defense. Like, you're grasping at straws.
That's exactly what they're doing. Trying to get this dude off. They're grasping at straws, trying to get this guy off the hook before Trump becomes commander-in-chief. What's up, Ice?
Oh, man, I just couldn't even imagine. Are we still talking about this kid, or are we talking about fucking Bergnuts? Where the fuck his name is?
What?
Bergnuts.
What do you want to talk about before that?
Oh no, I was trying to frantically get on my Skype to call you guys up to, like that guy. I hope he gets fucking. He's gonna get, like you said, he's gonna die in prison, and it's not gonna be by serving time.
I thought you called in to yell at James.
Oh yeah, James too. Fuck you, James.
James wants me to call him, but I will send me the number, James, and I'll call you, and then you can tell me about how if I don't like what's on TV, I can just change the channel, even though that's absolutely, positively nothing like what I was trying to say. I don't care for either show, James. Give me your number. All right. He sent me his number. I don't care about either show. I care about the, you know what? I'm treading dangerous. As a rule, I don't talk about religion on my show. And I got a feeling that somehow I'm about to get roped into it. And I'm going to fucking say something that's probably going to piss a lot of people off.
You're going to get Reynolds wrapped, man. What? So he's gonna get fucking Reynolds wrapped, man. That's how people get wrapped in fucking religion. They just Reynolds wrap your ass into that shit, man.
All right, man, go for it.
That wasn't my point. My point was everything is music to your ears, whether it's news, whether it's religion, whether it's music. Whatever sounds good is what you listen to. If it doesn't sound good, you change the fucking channel.
Yeah, but I don't have to change the channel because I'm not watching it.
Dynasty's out there for a certain element, for example. People that want to listen or watch that, right? What do you care? Turn it the fuck off if you don't like it. That's my point. It doesn't, I guess, to me, I hate fucking Miley Cyrus. I don't watch The Voice because of it. But my point is, everything's music to our ears. That's why we have choice, just like in elections, just like in news.
So your point of view, James, probably was not articulated in writing better than it is you speaking it. You're saying basically that if you don't listen to WTFNationRadio.com, then don't fucking log in.
Well, I'm not one of those. Yeah.
That's another. No, that's what I'm saying. But that's basically what you're saying. It's you have brought up that summary that, hey, look, if you don't like it, then don't fucking watch it. Turn the fucking channel. But if I like watching a fucking channel and I like watching, because I'm a retard at home building shit, and I want to know how to fucking build some home shit, and I want to see it. I don't give a fuck who's doing what. I want to see this fucking chick and this dude fucking show me how to build shit. I don't give a fuck about religion. I don't give a fuck what. I want to see that shit. I don't have to change the fucking channel. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make sense. You have 250 channels, let's say, right? If you don't,
Yeah,
like
but this
CNN,
channel's the one that shows me how to.
They're a bunch of fucking libtard son of a bitch.
But this is the
I don't
channel.
want to listen to their shit. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna change.
This is the channel that. But this is the channel that makes me want to do home building shit. And if I want to build home building shit, I want to watch it.
Then you find a home building channel that fits your shit, not one that does marriage that you don't like or something.
This
right? You're not gonna go to a channel that's gonna tell you how to build a shed when you want a house, right?
What the fuck? Listen, if I want to learn how to make duck calls, or if I want to learn how to renovate houses, I kind of only got like a couple of choices.
Exactly.
But the one that teaches me how to make duck calls is allowed to preach religion, and I like that show. And the one that shows me how to renovate houses, which I also like, is they're threatening to kick them off the air because they go to a church that is anti, same-sex marriage. I don't think that the two things are mutually exclusive. You're either going to be on TV and make duck calls and have Uncle what's his nuts and not preach to me, or you're going to preach to me and then fucking let this other channel preach to me also. Is the point I'm trying to make, James. There's a double standard, regardless of whether or not I give a fuck about what's on the channel. Let's be fair.
And by the way, I disagree with your double standard, because that means you have the double standard. Because I'm not going to go up to somebody and say, I don't like your Christianity faith, so I'm not going to, I'm going to sit and bitch about your damn show that I shouldn't be watching because I disagree with it. But when I should be over here with my nose in this show agreeing with that damn Christianity. That's
there's a lot of shit.
Right? You go find what
there's a lot of shit that
listens good to you.
James, there's a lot of shit that's being portrayed on this show that we discuss. Hyperbole. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that we talk about that skims that surface. For some reason, you come back on. You're on it. Why do you come back?
You know what? I wanted to get somebody riled up tonight, and I wanted somebody to rile me up tonight. Look, James, look at us working together. It's synergy.
By the way, all I'm saying is you watch whatever feels good to you. If you don't like Duck Dynasty, shut the shit off. It's really, that's how simple it is, because we are a divided nation. The reason we're divided is because we go bitch about things we shouldn't be bitching about, when it's easy just to shut the fucking channel off. Is all I'm suggesting.
Hey, but James, wait, if I didn't bitch about anything, then what the fuck are we doing here? There would be no WTF Nation Radio. This is me bitching for 3 hours.
Sorry.
This is.
Well, here's the thing: like that couple that does the home improvement show, they don't preach the religion on their show. Like, they might mention it here and there, but they don't push it like they do on Duck Dynasty. The issue I see that it is they go to this church.
I'm over it.
And they're being threatened because of this. They go to this church, and this church is not even a part of their show. They're being threatened to kick off the air because of that.
I'm over it.
That's like them saying, "Oh no, I love this double standard. This is fucking awesome. What kind of cars do they drive in the goddamn show?" Because then I don't like the fact that if they drive a fucking Ford that they were manhandled by the corporations to fucking stay here and by capitalists. Oh wait, if they drive a fucking Chevy, that means they're on government assistance because they took the fucking bailout. What the fuck? We're gonna keep going down the shit, man. Fuck that.
That's a good point, because they use Bass Pro Shop, and I hate that fucking place. Who the hell are they?
Yeah, exactly. So what the fuck, dude? WTFNationRadio.com is this for your pleasure only.
There's 150 people or stations out there that are playing, their religious stuff, right? You can shut the shit off.
You're right, James. Thank you for setting me straight.
No. Hey, it was good talking with you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Fuck off, James.
Okay. All right, fine.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know.
Oh.
There, it happened. I got somebody wired up enough to call in. God, if we could have made that last 20 more minutes, the show'd be over.
Yeah, some other people call in. And the goddamn two-backs are trying to take her jobs. Sorry, I was watching fucking South Park.
You know what? It's fucking I'm not prepared. Like, I'm not accustomed to people calling in and disagreeing with me. It's kind of refreshing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Redleg's right.
wrong
No,
with that.
Redleg's wrong. I think Redleg's full of shit. I'm going to call in and call him on his bullshit. And then we talk. Then we kiss and make
I
up.
don't know. Are your eyes brown?
But kinda.
Okay, you're full of shit.
They're
Or maybe
hazel.
partly full of shit. I don't know.
They're hazel.
Hazel, you're
Gaze
halfway
into
full of
my
shit.
hazel eyes, and I will
Oh, I see
hypnotize
my
you.
camera right now. They're gorgeous.
You like that?
Indeed.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna call Stanky. He wanted to participate.
Oh yeah, just get stanked.
Stanky. I'm gonna let Stanky utilize his vocabulary. Stanky likes to use his words.
Oh yeah, he like 20, 50, fucking $100 words, man.
All right, use your words, Stanky. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, what's up, AA Ron? I just noticed he was here. Stanky, use your words. Stankus. Tell me to call him. He's on the phone. He's not talking. Fine. We'll try this one more time. This is the last chance you get, Stankus. Call failed. Oh, my God. It's a good thing nobody's paying for this product. I would be highly disappointed if I was paying for this and it never worked.
Oh, you ain't having like, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Skype, or you're talking about?
I'm talking about just this radio
WTFHradio.com?
station in general.
Oh well, I mean, we were talking about a premium package where you pay $10 or something like that, and you get to log in and you see some of the raw shit.
Right.
But,
When you pay for the premium package, like the phones work and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You pay for the premium package so on an account that the phones fucking work, tits are always out. Shit's actually fucking happening.
Hey, I just wanted to ice and this is going to sound vague and cryptic to everybody, but congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're welcome. Well deserved. Our little guy's all grown up. Our little guy's all grown up.
Yeah, finally. I guess I'm gonna have to pay attention to fucking lawns more.
Comes with the territory, man. All right, Stankus. All right, I'm gonna call Stanky one way or the other. Damn it. I am the king of technical difficulties, said Jesus. I might as well be. Well, the more crap that you've got to work with, the more likely that there's going to be a problem.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Not too much, man. Man, you had an exciting last 15 minutes.
Oh, I know. I'm
still trying to kind of ascertain what he was disagreeing with you about.
I don't even think there was a disagreement, though.
Well, he just told me that
it didn't really sound like one.
I mean, he told me that if I didn't like what was on TV to change the channel, but I wasn't talking. Oh, here we go again. I don't want to cover it again. Other than the fact that I was just talking about a double standard by two. One's on A&E and the other one's on HGN or some crap. HGTV.
The source who was delivering the. Okay. See, now I'm tracking. I got you. Right.
Like, it's not the fuck. I don't care about the show. I just care. I care. I mean, I don't really care. I was just trying to make a conversation about how there was a one station says it's okay and the other one doesn't. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
And then James called in and called me an asshole.
Tricky. It's a tricky topic to get involved in. I mean, actually, I think it was kind of a community where, I don't know, a activist group or whatever, that kind of pointed out the other thing with those home guys. I don't give a fuck about either, to be honest with you. I can't stand the fucking rednecks and their greasy, disgusting beards and their fucking bullshit duck calls.
That's true.
Stage TV drama, right?
I mean, of the
probably just about ended it.
I have seen
with the greasy beard reference.
I have seen both shows. Of the two shows, I prefer the one where the dude and the chick go in and fix up somebody's house, because I just, born and raised in the South, as I was, and I still live in the South. That whole, hey y'all, backwoods redneck driving a pickup truck, sitting on a tailgate around a bonfire lifestyle mentality does not appeal to me at all.
What do you think I get so fucking angry at goddamn Jim Beam?
I mean,
there is nothing wrong in the South with having toilets. There is nothing wrong in the South with washing, shaving your beard, fucking looking presentable, speaking. Because I'll be honest with you, if you've studied Southern history, the eloquently spoken came from the fucking South. The eloquence, you read the letters from the Civil War. My dearest Jessica, today the unions decided to prescribe themselves amongst non-gentlemanly standards. You know what I mean? They fucking talk like that. So there was some fucking, there was some gentlemanly, whatever you want, how you want to fucking, I can't even fucking speak English myself.
English.
Hi, priest, speak some English, motherfucking taco, bro. But yeah, but you would. I mean, if you read, I don't understand how the fuck it went from that to, you saw that movie. What was that other one? It was a fucking. It was an A&E where there's a bunch of kids fucking all toasted, getting drunk, and fucking thinking that it was okay to fucking do certain shit that in other venues. Well, I'll have to say I do have family that are from around your neck of the woods, around that area. That speak they speak the Southern, I don't want to say old money type of eloquent speaking, but they don't speak all dear Bob.
It's Chrisley's. Chrisley Knows Best. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm just talking about, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm talking about the fact that Southern people know how to fucking speak. I just don't like the fucking stereotype that people portray Southern people having when it's not true. That's not how they, again, if you look at fucking Ken Brown's fucking Civil War diaries or Civil War letters and you read that shit, I studied English and I can't even understand this. The enemy bequeathed another fine ball around the musket tabor to where he was then swallowed all off on my steed. I'm like, what the fuck did he just said?
He just shot somebody until he was off his ass.
But yeah, exactly. He got shot off his fucking horse. I'm thinking, holy fuck. If you say that now, according to the stereotype, you tell him on there, just I'm off the fucking horse.
Yeah, I can't, I cannot, and I will not buy into the whole it's okay to be stupid because you're from the South mentality. Hey y'all, it's Friday night. Let's run down here to the corner store and get us a 30-pack of Bud Light and put it in the back of Billy Bob's pickup truck. We're going to go out here and go mudding. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
It's not even that good.
What are you doing with your life, man? And the chicks are like, Billy Bob's truck, look how tall it is. What the fuck? Billy Bob dropped out of school in 10th grade.
Almost some deer on that, some deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm always like, arguing to these guys sound like fucking shit salesmen with a mouthful of free samples, I can't fucking stand it. I am from the South as well. And I can fucking articulate with the best of them. And yeah, unfortunately, I have to learn to speak fucking white trash too. Pisses me off.
Maybe no different from listening to the Ebonical tribal speak as well. Yeah. I'm just saying. Each of it has the same. Each has the same fucking. That's the best way to say it. It's the best way I can articulate it, because if you say urban, if you say black, if you say whatever, then you're immediately labeled a racist.
Racist.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But anyway, I feel like
get in trouble before I get promoted.
I feel like that.
Don't.
I feel like that this Duck Dynasty show is kind of perpetuating the stereotypical Southern redneck or stereotype of. I mean, look at these fucking dudes. They own a successful business. They all dress like shitbags. They all look like shitbags, and
yes,
and there's a dumbing down effect when you're exposed to people who present and project themselves in that manner. Yeehaw, y'all. Let's go out here to Paw's house. And what the fuck, man?
They're from Louisiana. We don't have to claim them, man. Let the coon asses down south.
You're right.
Well, the thing is that if you like that TV show Swamp People.
Oh my, shoot them.
Jordan, like, what the fuck is that? Is he supposed to be speaking fucking French?
Why is this on television?
I speak a little bit of French, and I'm like, that is not fucking French. That's not, you know. And then they go, you know, here in the back bayou, we have old brother getting ready to get that big Fred. Big Fred's the biggest gator we've seen in the bayou. And
I'm not impressed.
Like,
Every fucking year.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed. You want to impress me? You want to impress me? Go to the bank and set up an IRA. I don't care about fucking shoot them. Put on some decent clothes and go to the bank and get a loan. You know,
Don't wear your fucking rubber over boots there either.
Fuck yeah, fix our Skype if you want to fucking impress me.
Shrimp and boots. I don't know, dude. I mean, and maybe I just don't understand. You know, it's a simpler way of life. Well, fine, if that's what works for you, if you want to sound, I mean, you're on TV and people are watching it because you are you're like an exhibit of sorts, because you're so fucking ass backwards and weird. Your mannerisms, your way of life. People are watching you because they want to see what stupid shit you're going to do next. Not because they're impressed by you. Look at this big old gator. Shoot him. Who can't do that?
You know, for 5 pounds there. What the fuck you just say? What the fuck you just say? It sounded like you said it was about 150 pounds. Is that what you fucking said? And what the fuck, man? God.
John says everyone loves a train wreck. There you go, John. Thank you for putting into words what I was thinking in my head.
Yep.
And Katie said it too, right at the same time. Yeah, it's a train wreck. They're there for your entertainment, but I wonder if these people in their heads realize that people are watching it because it's a case of we're not laughing with you, we're laughing at you. And I don't think they realize that. These fucking Duck Dynasty fucktards, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
All I wanted
was a goddamn stereotype.
Yeah, so I'm saying all I wanted was a goddamn. I just wanted some tips on how to build a house, and motherfuckers want to bring some shit in there. All I want to do is see. Oh, that looks like a good duck call. I didn't know these fuckers made them. Okay, now that I've seen this show, I don't want to buy a fucking Duck Commander goddamn duck call. I'm like, no thanks. I'll just go over here and go to the Special Ducks Unlimited model over at Cabela's you can get, and that's it.
John says, says, real good. Make fun of people making a living doing what they love, and they sure as heck don't need a loan, LONE. Go get you some of them gators. But see, John, I don't want to fuck with any gators. And because I live in the South, sometimes I get lumped in with people who sure as heck don't need a loan. Go get them some of them gators. I don't want the people on those television shows that are out fucking with the gators and the Duck Dynasty guys viewed as a representation of me because I live in the South.
Or fucking circus freaks. That's what I don't like the fact. I don't like the fact. You know, he brings up a good point. These guys, I'm talking about the Swamp people now. I'm not talking about the fucking Duck Dynasty guys. But these guys are probably, I think, honestly, they're being exploited. When you look at it, and these guys are actually thinking they're making a good deal, they're going to get some money and all that stuff, and then you look at the fucking TV show and how they're portrayed, it's like what Mindy said about people who have these fucking premiere parties at their house for a movie that they're in, but then they've realized that they got edited out, and everyone's kind of laughing at them. That's probably, I mean, I feel kind of bad for these guys that they're being exploited like that.
Yeah, I do too. And I can only hope that they realize on some level that their mannerisms and their way of life being exploited, that they're aware of it, that they're being exploited for someone else's gain.
Oh yeah, because the people that are fucking editing these videos, the people that are fucking putting this shit together and put it on TV, they're not in the fucking swamp, and they're not chasing gators.
I don't Well, James says, of course they are. They're making millions. I find it hard to believe that these people are making millions of dollars shooting gators. I don't believe it for a second. They're making some money. They're getting some money. They're not making millions, dude. Tell you what, first time I make $1 million for being a stupid hack-ass radio host, I'm out of here. I'm going to take the money and run. As soon as I hit $1 million mark, I'm gone.
Hold up. I'll be on the phone with Discovery Channel here, ASAP.
Shoot him, Ice. Shoot him.
I'm telling you guys. Oh, Duck Dynasty.
Shooting
Yeah.
the breeze, man.
He says Duck Dynasty, number one reality. Yeah, I know Duck Dynasty. Oh, my God. Now everybody's teaching me about Duck Dynasty. I know these guys own a $1 million or more multi-million-dollar corporation. I get it. I do. Which makes it all the more baffling why they choose to portray themselves as rednecks. Yes, Faith, I will. As soon as I make $1 million, I'm out of here. Somebody else can do this shit on Mondays and Fridays.
We'll give it to Ice. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I keep that desk?
You'll be in good hands, man.
Yeah,
Sure.
I gotta have that desk.
Oh, you can have all this stuff, bro.
Oh, cool.
Everything.
Thanks.
Computers. I guess the point I'm trying to make before I wrap the show up here is that it seems like they're intentionally, it feels like they're intentionally dumbing themselves down as a way of selling out to corporate America in the name of entertainment. I don't know if I worded that correctly. It's the
Yeah.
I don't know. I can only hope that they're just acting.
I agree with you, and and I'll make it brief. In regards to Duck Dynasty, I believe you were exactly right. That these guys aren't exactly knuckleheads, but they're dumbing it down to satisfy the people that put the fucking program together, and also the legion of rednecks that are watching this shit. Because if they started talking all business and shop, those fucking rednecks would be turned off right off the bat.
Fuck this shit. I ain't watching this bullshit.
There's some bullshit. Everybody
You
knows
think
that.
better than me.
Everybody,
They think they're better
exactly.
than me.
Everybody knows that the number one rated show is The Walking Dead. The reality site number 2's NFL Sunday Night Football, Empire on Fox, NFL Thursday Night Football, The Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones, X-Files. NFL is number 8. Again, Modern Family, Grey's Anatomy. Nothing starts getting into the fucking reality show until we start getting to about in the 20s.
Well, I think he said it's the number one rated reality show, not number one like overall.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be the American Idol then, until fucking that show ends.
Well, I see what he's hitting at.
No, I got you. He's trying to
the goofy redneck reality shows.
Cumulative list.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, are you talking? You must be. You must not be from the South. Then I just fucking said I'm fucking half fucking. I'm a fucking Beaner Schnitzel. Goddammit. I'm fucking half white.
My chair just dropped like all the way to the floor. Holy fuck! What the fuck? Let me see if I can fix this. Hello, Praise.
Hello, Praise. Better get the red rag.
My headphones. All right, fine. Oh shit! I unplugged my headphones again. Honey Boo Boo. Oh man, don't get me started. Thank God the show's over.
That's a fucking.
Oh, that's another one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Honey Boo Boo. Now my chair's. There we go. I have technical difficulties with my
those
chair.
clowns are actually acting it up.
Honey Boo Boo, I think they're being au naturel. I tell you what, if I had a little fucking kid,
pretty candid.
If I had a little kid like that, I'd fucking punt her across the fucking street. I'd be arrested by CPS if that little. Oh man, fuck that. Ain't no fucking way. Do you hear what happened? Ice kicked his daughter across the fucking street, man. Fuck.
See,
straight up.
I'll be glad when Game of Thrones comes back on, and I've been watching Westworld, because reality TV is all contrived and not actually reality. So if I've got to watch fake stuff, at least they're not trying to pass it off as reality. Game of Thrones. Yes.
Oh, I finally caught up on all the seasons on Game of Thrones.
I've never seen one episode.
Yeah, well, you got to binge it. It's great.
Oh, I binged it like the entire time I was sick. That's all I watched.
Now you have to watch Westworld. It's pretty good too.
That I want to see.
What channel is that on?
HBO.
HBO.
Oh, okay.
right, I'm going to bed. Thank you, James. And who else? Somebody else.
Stink.
No, somebody else was talking shit a few minutes ago. That's fine. I appreciate you guys' feedback.
Word.
Whether I agree with it or not. Words. Ugh, I'm talked out.
My dearest Redleg, today you were bested by the best in minds one cannot physically fathom.
Y'all stanch.